Germany, 1589. In the small town of Bedburg, a crowd gathers. At the center, tied to a wheel, is a man. His body broken, his flesh torn by red-hot pincers. Beside him lies the executioner's axe and torches, ready to burn. His crime, not theft, not treason, but something far darker. They say he is a werewolf, a beast in human skin. This man was named Peter Stumpp, and his story remains one of the most chilling cases of mass hysteria, cruelty, and fear ever recorded in Europe. The terror began years earlier. Livestock found slaughtered in the fields, their bodies mangled as if torn apart by monstrous jaws. Children disappeared on their way home. Villagers whispered of a great black wolf prowling the countryside. A beast too cunning to be caught. A predator with the hunger of a demon. But as the killings spread, suspicion fell not on an animal, but on a man. Peter Stumpp was a farmer, ordinary, unremarkable, living quietly on the edges of Bedburg. Yet whispers grew louder. He was seen wandering late at night. He was said to possess a mysterious wolf belt, gifted by the devil himself, that allowed him to transform into a beast at will. And soon, the rumors became accusations. Captured by hunters and soldiers, Stumpp was dragged before the courts. What followed was no fair trial. In an age of witchcraft and fire, confession was torn from flesh. Under the agony of the rack, Peter Stumpp admitted to unspeakable acts, that he had murdered not only animals, but men, women, and children. That he had consumed their flesh, that he had slept with succubi, and even with his own daughter. Every word was twisted out of him by torture, every confession soaked in blood. Whether truth or invention, the record branded him not as a man, but as a monster. And so his fate was sealed. The sentence was death. But not quick, not merciful. First, his flesh was torn with heated pincers. Then his limbs were broken upon the wheel. Finally, his head was severed, his body burned to ash. And as a warning to all, his head was mounted on a pole with a wolf's skull nailed above it, a sign to Bedburg that the beast was dead. But was he truly a monster? Or was he a scapegoat, caught in the flames of fear and superstition? The late 1500s were years of chaos in Germany. The land was scarred by war, famine, and religious conflict. Witch hunts raged. Thousands were executed for crimes of sorcery and pacts with the devil. In such an age, every unexplained death, every shadow in the woods could be branded as witchcraft or werewolves. And when fear needed a face, it found Peter Stumpp. History remembers him as the Werewolf of Bedburg. Some believe he was guilty of murder, perhaps even a serial killer hiding behind superstition. Others see him as a victim, forced to confess under unimaginable pain, executed not for crimes, but for the terror of the times. Yet his story endures. Not just as a tale of cruelty and hysteria, but as a reflection of the monsters we create. Monsters born of fear, sharpened by rumor and executed in fire. And so Bedburg's fields whisper of a man who became a beast, a farmer who became a werewolf, a trial that became legend, and a death that made history. The Werewolf of Bedburg. Germany's forgotten monster.